Why wait to say? At least I did it my way.
Now, I'm sure Garth Panda has right. Oh, that's Lowndes.
Lowndes, and that's Rick Kelly.
This is dangerous.
This is
Oh, that's the blind spot we spoke about. That's the blind spot.
Mate, you right? Bye. Rebel safety car.
In the back of that car where it was parked. He was so fortunate to be able to move the car to the inside and just miss running straight in the back of Rick Kelly. You can see here, I think it's Caruso. Oh!
Doesn't get any easier, second car.
Here it is here. So it's on the run out here. Just touched it. Just touched it.
So Lowndes' dive down the inside, got a little bit wide on the exit, which has allowed Rick to get up the inside for the outside of the next corner.
You'd have to say not really anyone's fault.
No, they're just...
The biggest thing is there.
Oh, look at that, a big moment for Ellery. Almost spills it wide with oversteer, gets into the dirt. Oh, and so too Whincup. They're all getting trapped by the lack of grip. Trouble, big shunt.
Dumbrell and Baird.
This is going to be bad. This is huge. Lost the back off the Craig Baird car. This will be a safety car if the red flag. The race will be stopped. Terrible situation. So they all moved because of Whincup, and then contact down here between Dumbrell and Baird, and then Baird whacks backwards into the wooden fence here, takes out the PA system. That's the horse racing track there on the left of your screen. Back is missing off the WPS car. That'll be close to a write-off. 400 grand, goodbye.
And there is McConville. Came through, narrowly avoided Paul Dumbrell and crunched the corners.
Holdsworth had a really bad run out of 2 and got ushered out onto the grass. So he's dropped from 6th spot back to about, I would suggest, about 10th or 11th spot.
Oh, round goes Jamie Whincup, spins in the middle of the...
Oh,
crushed it too hard. Hans Douglas on his side, and Russell Ingall in the Super Cheap car there. It's... I think that's from above at 3.
And it was. It's number 22. James Courtney tried a bit of a... Oh, I don't know, Beto. Do you reckon the move was on there, or... Tough one to call.
That's a hard hit too.
Massive damage after that. Concertina here.
But for a hit like that, to put a 1,350 kilo V8 on its side, so centre of screen, there goes Taz. The Lucas Dumbrell Motorsport car copped a massive hit.
You play the risk game, but I wouldn't play the risk game.
Oh,
James Courtney's about to...
oh no! He's in the fence! They're both in the fence!
They're all in the fence! Oh, unbelievable! Top 3 in the fence. Van Gisbergen goes as well. Suddenly, Whincup has managed to keep going. Courtney's desperately trying to go with it. They're back!
That's stupid.
Always using that curb. Here we have another shot of it. He's come in, hit the curb. The car's gone way up on 2 wheels. And that's a big crash. A big crash. Come into the...
Kelly gets past Cameron McConville. Now there's a big go here.
Will they get through there 2 abreast?
Well...
Yeah, no, they won't. There's chaos.
Oh, this is
and
a
I
bad
didn't
one.
think you could possibly get 2 cars through there. This stuff's insane.
It was Dumbrell trying to get past Cameron McConville. We're not sure if that triggered it. Colin Bond sweeps across the steward.
Just enough of a touch, look at that.
Yeah.
Push the tail out. Cam trying to gather the car up, but by that stage,
A victim.
So Jones and Stephen Johnson, nowhere to go. Huge damage.
That's what happens when you're the pioneer. When you're doing it, he's in. That's a massive crash there for Tander. He's smart. That's Rick Kelly involved. Tim Blanchard, Moffat, they're all involved. Have a look at this. This will be red flagged. That is a mess. As this emerges now, you watch Tander's the one there. So whoever that was, which was actually Cam Waters was the one that was into Tander, and that's how that started.
And it's a visibility issue. So, and that was monstrous contact that Will Davison had with Rick Kelly. That's the reason why he's hurting.
On the other side, there's another car there.
Oh, you got a bump. So
Yeah.
you definitely got a bump.
Oh.
Over the rise for the first time. Jason Bright carries some. Oh, big contact. Caruso and Bright, they go spearing off down at 7. Major damage.
Well, that was all a bit silly. 3 cars wide here.
And
Murph was the man in the middle. Greg Murphy caught in the middle. That was just extraordinary to see Michael Caruso come spearing into there at top speed.
one thing's for sure is that Murphy in the middle can't do anything. He's got nowhere to go. So
the car in front, which means, you know, it's not as good a start as you could like, because we're waiting the starters' orders now. Green flag, but we're not in the acceleration zone.
They are now, and then it's up to the pole sitter to go. They went early in the back, and Andre Heimgartner drama spins. Nick Percat turned around, and there's massive damage for Marcus Ambrose too. Down into one goes Mark Winterbottom and ran the outside Mostert. Van Gisbergen a third. Courtney's being shuffled back and spins Lowndes. Lowndes and Bright get into each other on the exit of one.
Right up the back is Ambrose there, and we see Andre Heimgartner fan out on the grass. You can see the speed, but the contact back in the pack is between Ambrose, I think one of the Mercs, and then Nick Percat just got turned around and spun across the front of the track.
Yeah, Will Davison was hard into the back there. Oh, wow. See, everyone checked up as well, and you had that concertina. It's like peak hour traffic on...
Up over the rise. This is where Will Davison had a spectacular off.
Alberto off the racetrack, he turns Tim Slade
that's
away.
a big crunch at the top of the hill. It's not done with yet. Garth Tander's involved. Tim Slade's involved. Todd Kelly's involved.
Now that track on the left, he didn't make contact. He's just driven up there. That was... And then he's tagged the back of Slade. Tander's got nowhere to go into Slade. Steve Owen's gone straight to the back of Slade's car. Here he is again from the other angle.
So look for Todd Kelly's car. There's Todd. Bang. Slade. Tander. Webb. Right up on the outside of Michael Caruso. This is awkward at 17. Michael's got the line. Jonathan Webb goes home and gives Jason Bright a tag. This could be ugly. Oh, it is ugly. That is a big incident. Ryan Lahard into the back of Jason Bright, and it's on fire. Needs to get out. This will trigger a safety car. Jonathan Webb started that. He bumped.
Absolute carnage on top of that. Let's have that again. That's the Heath Douglas Mustang, Falcon, the old Alan Moffat car. Now he's hit the bank. I don't know whether he was nudged, but set off this massive chain reaction. Look at that.
Well, Parsons Will's car going in hard.
Alan Jones just turned it to try and avoid. There's Stephen Johnson in the 17 Ford. Further up, he was squashed into the wall. Now, Faulkner is okay, I think. I mean, it's as much as we can say. Now, look, there was contact there. Was that the Ericsson Trustbank car? Looked like there was a bit of a collision there.
Look at this. There's the Parsons Will's car had nowhere to go.
Ellery is third. Now Murphy needs to get by that WPS Falcon, and Richards is giving Skate the big hurry up.
Yeah, there's no doubt that for whatever reason in the early phase of these restarts, the HRT car is not quite comfortable in its... Ambrose has had a massive shunt. Ambrose has had a massive shunt. So Greg Murphy's involved. More cars. The track is jammed. The track is jammed.
Can you believe that? That was huge. And look at this, the track completely blocked.
Okay there, mate? It could be game over.
Now his view on it, but before this race even started this weekend, he was to car one. It was going to be the first car that would they keep out of that stable when Marcus left at the end of the year to go to the United States.
And look what followed.
A bit of money.
The next, I guess, concertina has happened, hasn't it?
Absolutely,
There's Faulkner's car.
Faulkner's car, and then Forbes has sort of got into the back of Faulkner. So,
and then a very big impact at the end that involved Paul.
In cars and Kelly might have got together a little bit.
Look at the evasive action from everyone else here. Mark Larkham off into the dirt, or the grass, I should say. So too McConville and Larry Perkins. Stephen White, a last-minute move to move around.
And Paul Morris.
Very aggressive move by Garth. Right now is the time to make places if you can. Bright's been elbowed, and round goes Slade. It's taken Bright with him, and into the wall goes David Wall. Oh, this is big. That's Dean Fiore up on the side. It's one of the Altimas there. That's Russell Engel involved with... So Tander shot down the inside, and then there was basically 3 into 2. Didn't go with Slade, Bright, and was it Tander? Or was it 22? No, it was 33. It was McLaughlin. So still trying to unravel who did what to who here.
And Dean Fiore's really lucky not to have rolled the Dodo Insurance car. He'll arrive on the scene there. Look at that. Right up on 2 wheels. And then back.
See if the Ford Credit Falcon and the Castrol Holden run together as they sweep out of the S's.
Russell Engel!
Exactly the same as
last year.
Crompton caught up in there too. Boy, Thomas Mazira's heart would have missed a beat. That's his Bathurst car.
No, it's okay. His car's not badly damaged. Russell Engels is totaled.
That's exactly where Seaton went off last year.
And how freaky is this? Crompton was right behind him in the car. Crompton was driving was the one Seaton crashed there.
And look at John Faulkner's car too. Alan Jones, John Faulkner, all
walking back. Let's have a look at this on the replay.
He's got something. Something's happened there. He's broken something. He's gone straight ahead.
Straight in.
John Faulkner's just run straight up the back.
There is no room for error around that part of the track. And look at Thomas Mazira in the Densatron Commodore. He just backs it in.
Luckily
gets away
not to do anything too bad.
I think he just had a little bit of damage to his rear bumper. But
Holden has hit the wall.
And front left steering damage for Luke. It's going to have to come in that car, so it's all over for him very early in the piece.
And there goes Villeneuve. He's spun around in the Bottle entry. This will be carnage. Whack! Oh, it's Dodgem car stuff.
That was Will Power into Villeneuve. Look at that, cars everywhere. Have you ever seen anything like this?
That was two FPR cars together there too.
Okay, mate, settle down into a rhythm now. Keep going.
That's the Paul and James Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe got a pretty good start, but now he's stopped dead. He's stopped dead and he's been run into straight up the back from Lucas de Grassi. There's more carnage. Oh my goodness!
That's Ricky Taylor in the second Fujitsu car with Tonio Liuzzi that made the contact. Of driving within this, Ryan Briscoe did a really good job to miss. Will Power did an amazing job to miss the back of Hinchcliffe. You have a look where Ryan Briscoe is right now, and that's Saracen also did a fantastic job to not run into Ricky Taylor in Jason Bright's car there. They're all on there.
We're along the way as well. This replay will unfold at Michael Caruso. So there's Whincup, and then Winterbottom, then Bargwanna.
Yeah, so nose to
tail. Dynamite start, green light, we're away. Seaton gets off sideways. It looked like Lowndes has got the start, indeed he has. So the that's Faulkner's in that one. John Faulkner has been hit. There's been a big collision. Jason Bargwanna is in it as well.
Oh, that's stopped for sure.
Your replays, here it is from one angle. And
look, you see over on the right-hand side, it looks like Faulkner.
Yeah.
You can't say who started. Maybe Faulkner got a punt up the backside, and that's Stephen Ellery there, right here with the Konica car.
Look at the front of Greg Crick's Commodore.
And this is the real danger. Team round winning streak.
There we go. Richards has gone into the back of Ellery. Larkham's gone off as well. Greg Murphy tangled in that one. This is a car park here. That's on the exit of FedEx turn, or skilled turn, I should say. Boy, oh boy. And looks like Neil Crompton's gone in there too.
She paid her